Here's another one for you, Rich.
Oh,
Tom is asking, is there a primal consciousness or one consciousness where all consciousness come from?
oh, fuck yeah, man. Yeah, baby. At least that's what I believe. Therefore, it is for me. Yeah, yeah. And that's how I see it. The great sea of consciousness uh, that forever and always was, always will be above time and all that stuff. That's the God consciousness. Yeah, and I think every other aspect of consciousness, every individual person that is conscious, is a God spark or a piece of that, or a fragment, or a soul fragment of the great blah blah blah. That's how I understand it. How about you, Abila?
Yeah, similarly, like just doing my own work or working with people who have past life regressions and has like a pretty good recall or at least consciousness shifting. I and others that I work with have the same story of, consciousness, this is us, but you can look at your different aspects, different beings you're connected to, different time and space, in parentheses, because it's all just frequency and what we focus on. And it's eventually the same way you can fantasize and dream about something. You, as a God consciousness, just created a realm with a bunch of smaller beings ish. And you gave them consciousness as well, and it's all you anyways. And each of them, you can look from their perspective, or you can zoom out and just like, oh, look, over the top view, or you can go into one body that you just created. Same thing. And even when people would talk about our self or higher self, the same way you dream, fantasize, create a scenario, put people in, and you can watch things from above or go in and experience that role and forget about it. Same thing with like our self, higher self, or even that primal consciousness, where at some point, depending, like you shift your consciousness and focus to that location, yeah, you chose to create densities or more frequencies and more scenarios and more beings and more abilities, or like, okay, some of us will have the lack of knowledge and awareness, some of us will won't. It's all just a choice setting that we can jump to and change anytime. One of the biggest traps and hardest issues for us as people here on Earth is like over identification. One thing is like you put yourself in the human body and that's a trap enough. This life, you get to focus on too many things. That's a trap enough. But all of these, I'm a male, I'm a female, I am, Aquila, I'm rich or something, and we have identities and characters and stories, and we just like have a laser focus on how we perceive this small little character. And that's a choice of how zoomed in and micro you've got with your consciousness. But you can at any time zoom out and have the macro view of everything and be it all at once if you want to.